Boo. Hello, hello. Welcome to another. Once again, we are back with another affection reading. As per usual, nowadays. This time, we have a very special reading, as a matter of fact. Because today, we'll be reading an affection story that I do consider to be one of my top favorites, if not the favorite one. Now, why is that the case? We will get into that. But we need the game to stop doing that, so let's get that going. All right. So, as I said previously, and as the title suggests, we'll be reading Laurel's affection story. Now, this particular affection story is actually very unique in so many ways, and very important to the overall narrative. Now, why is that the case? The reason is actually very simple. As you see on like the top left corner, where the heart is, the affection is 8. And that's not just because I really like Luna. And to be fair, that is indeed the case. There's actually more reasons to it. You see, to every affection story, to unlock them, you need to get as much affection to these characters as possible. And you do that by giving them gifts and whatnot. And you see, the affection goes from all the way to 1, to a stranger, it says. To 4, where it says respect. To 5, where it says friendship. To 6, where it says fondness. And so on. Usually, and majority of fiction stories has this, they only cap for their stories as, for example, let me find it. We can use a roll as example, no problem. They usually cap at 6. You only need to get to affection 6 for more or less 90% of affection stories in the game. So it's not that big of a requirement, and it's pretty easy majority of the time. However, there are exceptions. However, usually even those exceptions, like for example, this version of Liv, who has, matter of fact, 7 affection stories, which means you need her to be at bond 7. Usually these are lore reasons. It showcases that this character, matter of fact, likes the MC in the canon and the actual story that much. Like in the mainline story, in full canon, they like the MC that much. Luna is actually one of the extremely few characters, and I say few because there are like 2 of them, who has 8 episodes. Which means in order to unlock her entire affection story, you need her to be affection 8. And as you can see, affection 8 says love next to it. So yeah, I'll get into more of that in detail once we finish this, but keep that in mind. Now, this entire story takes place after chapter 13. Fake Ascension. After that chapter, exactly this entire event takes place. And basically after that chapter, Luna is basically missing. No one knows where she is currently. Alright. And for those who don't know what, or forgot what happened in that chapter, basically, we overthrow the entire plan of dragging Babylonia to the ground. Then fought the giant polyphage who devoured Luna, connected with Luna through Mind Beacon by some miracle. And we managed to defeat the polyphage, Luna went missing, and here we are. So, with all that out of the way, let's start. I'm actually quite excited for this one. White. A deafening white pieces through your eardrums and slither deep in your mind. What is this place? Your mind feels like a mush. Colors seems to mix together. And the air stagnate within the smell of the vital fluids and a certain metallic tang. You see nothing but whiteness. What is happening? A sudden voice, misty and dreamlike, seeps from afar. Command it. Link, stabilize. Any second now? Hello, Alex. How are you? Is the stream delayed? Like, can you hear me right now? Or is my chat delayed? Alright, I need to see what's God help me. Alright. It's a good thing that we did that before I read too much in it. Let me see for a second. Okay, good. So you can hear me now. I need to do double check. Alright, cool. So, let me refresh what I was saying before we begin the stream. For Valix and the new viewers. Welcome. We are reading Luna Laurel's affection story. An affection story that is really, really important to the lore and everything. Thankfully, its importance doesn't, you know, get brought up until chapter 19. So there's that. Now, as I said before, majority of affection stories have like well, I like to call... usually the requirement of being affection 6 to unlock them. Now, for example, I have here Roland, who is affection 6. I have all of his episodes unlocked. That said, there are some exceptions. Like, for example, this Liv over here has the affection story, has 7 episodes, which means you need to be affection 7 to unlock it all. Luna, however, as you can see in the top right, she's affection 8, which means she has 8 episodes. Unique. And as you can see, when you reach affection 8, you get the certain word of saying love next to it. This is not like for like because they had a lot to say or anything. No, this is entirely intentional. As for why that's the case, we will find out all together. So let's begin. Now, as I said before, this takes place after chapter 13. Right after it, matter of fact. After we fought the giant polyphage monster that devoured Luna, we connected with Luna and defeated it, then Luna went missing. This is basically after this. Now we start for good. White. A deafening white pierces through your eardrums and stiffens deep into your mind. What is this place? Your mind feels like a mush. Colors seems to mix together, and the air stagnates with the smell of the vital fluids and a certain metallic tang. You see nothing but whiteness. What is happening? A sudden voice, misty and dreamlike, seeps from afar. Commandant, Ling, stabilize. Huh? You try to ask the voice, but nothing comes out of your mouth. Only the cold, rusty air floods in, bringing with it a displeasing dampness. Stabilize your mind beacon. After a short while, your vision returns to normal. The whiteness disperse, and the gray ceiling enters your eyes. A metallic floor and then follows. Thus, the sight is both familiar yet foreign. This is the underground cave from City 075. Indeed, this is the same place as the secret base of the Ascendants. Or the least, as you remember it. But then, why are you here? A sudden headache bites away at you, disturbing your thoughts. Nah. The corrupted? This looks bad. Good commentary, Commandant. Very good commentary. This looks really bad. Extremely excellent commentary from Commandant. So, do I run or do I shoot? I am not winning this by shooting. Book it, Commandant. Run like the wind. Before the corrupted could land a hit on you, you take a mighty leap and run for your life. All thanks to the physical training and force, you managed to quickly lose the corrupted. As you run, memories flash past your eyes. Commandant, are you sure? I'll keep monitoring the stability of your mind. If anything bad happens, disconnect immediately. But well, you know that already. Memories converge, like leaves caught in a stream. You're linked to a mind of an ascendant. Her hair, long and pristine. The skin, pallid and almost translucent. And that gaze, ever so mysterious. I linked with Luna. Commandant, connecting with an ascendant is extremely dangerous. We don't know what might happen. I know, but we have been doing fine so far. Let's cross the bridge when we come to it. Yes. Commandant, leave this to me. Okay. What happened after that? You only remember the hazy whiteness, then pain, then darkness. Nope, I can't remember anything else. I look around. You come to the same conclusion as before. This is indeed the underground cave in City 075. Yet something is amiss. Like how the ground is rumbling as if something is moving beneath. Why did you wake up here, after you connected with Luna? Not to mention how your mind beacon is still strongly connected to a certain unknown signal. Am I connected to Luna? You just said that yourself, Commandant. Here they are again. A horde of corrupted slowly pours out of the building not so far away. They are somehow stumbling towards you with pinpoint accuracy as if installed with radars. Can't handle all of them. Better run. Suddenly, a ghostly shadow slides out of the darkness and blocks your path. Sorry if I missed it, but when this takes place, it's right after chapter 13. Right after Fake Ascension. Like after the big battle with the polyphage monster that ate Luna, after you're connected with Luna and such. This is what comes after it. It's her? Oh my god, it is her. It's the Omega. Yes, right after Luna disappears. It will make sense once we get to it. I get to it in this story, mind you. Like, everything is explained in this story. Yeah, nobody knows where Luna is. That is true. It is explained how we are doing this affection story despite the fact that Luna is missing. It is explained in this. Alpha? Silence. The Alpha before you is silent, but her gaze is taking an iciness magnitude above her usual self. Or more accurately, her eye seems to be unfocused. Who are you? You're not Alpha. Alpha ignores your question. She draws her weapon, mechanically dodges forward, the corrupted behind her seem to have multiplied in number like magic. Maybe the story will get better once I find Luna again? You know what? I can't refute that. I cannot refute that, because Luna is queen. Luna is my queen. Every time she's in story, things just get better by default. This doesn't make any sense at all. Right as Alpha raises her blade, the answer to the series of strange events finally strikes you. This isn't the real world. It's a simulation. Life is a simulation. Nah. You take a step back, barely dodging the attack. The wind from the cut scratches you like a whip. Sure hurts like reality, though. The Alpha looking someone is not over yet. She's attacking you once more. She's a faker. My god. It happened again. If only I had a weapon. Dodging the attack, you scan around you for a makeshift weapon. And you discover a white figure 10 meters away from you, just around the corner. Luna? Hearing what you just said, Alpha finally gives a reaction. She stops attacking to turn around and look behind her. Now, knowing full well that your fragile human body cannot keep up with the construct, you quickly come up with an ingenious plan worthy of the top graduate spot in the commandant school. Commandant has learned the famous Joestar technique of running away. The famous Joestar technique wins yet again. We don't just run, we with all caps run. To the strange Alpha, the Luna around the corner is inevitably more interesting to her than you are. She simply ignores you and sheaths her blade, slowly approaching Luna. Pick the caps option. Say the Joestar technique in Japanese. We already did that. We already picked the Nigirundayo. The corrupted nearby, as if following the same command, also move towards Luna. Their eyes glow in a stagnant redness, brighter than before. This isn't right. They seem to be... The Luna hiding in the corner shuffles. She seems to have noticed the wave of corrupted headed to her. Luna covers her mouth and takes a few steps back. Then she pivots and bolts into the darkness, her tiny frame quickly dissolving into nothing. What did he say? Racist? Racist. Damn. I'll say it again. You know what? I'm not scared. I'll say the Nigirundayo again. The allegations cannot get me. I eat garlic bread. I'm immune to cancellation. Luna covers her mouth and takes few steps back. Yeah, I read that. They're attacking Luna? At the very least, Alpha, in quotation marks, and the corrupted are still going after her. You should be safe. For now. You slowly jug as the halt. Your slowly jug goes to a halt as you reach the hiding place and finally catches a breath. Making use of this opening, you get your thoughts in order. I connected to Luna. Indeed, there was no other way. And then I woke up in this place. Everything here makes no sense. This Alpha is going after his sister, and that Luna is running away. Alpha was brimming with hostility for her sister, and Luna herself seems to be targeting by the corrupted as well. Based on all that happens, plus the fact that you cannot be in the real world, this leaves only one option. This is mind. M-I-N-D. This is the only possible explanation. Since minds are highly incapable with other consciousness, some minds would activate a self-defense mechanism during a mind link and attack any consciousness within. Or so you have heard from Asimofu. If it's Luna, then this is possible. Asimofu must be happy with this new study. I call him Asimofu because that's what they called him in the Punishing Grey Raven anniversary, not anniversary, in the Rosetta livestream. They kept calling him Asimofu, so I'll do the same. It's the canon pronunciation. Surveying your surroundings once more, you'll find that deathly quiet. Nothing obvious comes to your attention. I can't sit here and do nothing. Footsteps ring out, long in a narrow path. A hint of fear shows up in Luna Maiden's face. Looking completely lost, air distorts around her as she passes. Materializing into a cube of data, they crumble as quickly as they appear. Hearing the mechanical thumps from behind and around her, she becomes distorted more and more. Run, dead end, turn again, another dead end. All paths begin to blur together. The sound behind her too begin to merge into clear footsteps, edging even closer. Yeah, Madoka correct pronunciation is Madoka. Is Hamura. Yeah. You are correct. Yes. If I heard the official people pronouncing it something, then it is that. I do not care how it's written or how it's nothing. He will forever be Asimofu to me. Even if there's no O in the end. Anguished, how foreign this feeling must be to her. She runs, headed towards the destination she does not even know of. Rawr. The enemies behind her approach with malice that almost plausible. Ice-cold fear creeps up the back of her neck. Rawr. Running out of breath, she turns apprehensively to face her enemies, only to see the headless mechanoids with a lower torso torn off. Few strands of wire dangling from the carcass. Now take a deep breath and chuck the mechanoid head away. So this is your doing, Commandant. Here's hoping serum works in mind. She stares at you widely, looking very afraid. You... The girl. The construct before you freezes. Her fearful look melts into a daze. She stands there, petrified like a rock. This was just a basic non-combat mechanoid. What's with that look on your face? This is just downright uncanny. The leader of the Ascendants, most fearsome enemy, is now standing dumbfounded before you like some innocent girl. Looking at her, you find yourself dumbfounded as well. Her confusion must be contagious. Should I say something? Is this Luna? Who are you? You don't know who I am? You're not a baddie? A baddie? Did you just say baddie? Stay away from me. This Luna is a lot more expressive than the one you know. Wait. And she scuds away immediately. You reach for her hand, only for the fluttering hair to brush us past. Before you can even react, the world before you spins around like a whirlpool. The ground curls up like a canvas, and Luna lets out a small yelp of surprise. She let out that eep, ah, that actually hurts. She's almost, I'm not reading this, drawn into the center of the room wormhole, disappearing into the warmed space. Well, things are certainly interesting. Not my Luna? Exactly. My Luna is a queen. She acts like a queen. I swear, every time I'm in Luna's presence, I'm slowly turning to a Ugandan Knuckles. I swear to God. We have 8 episodes this time, instead of the usual 6, so this will be very interesting. You feel an immense lightness envelops you and the surroundings. Gravity seems to have gone missing in this place. Streams of data, taking the form of cubes, flow into the space, quickly transform, converge, and begin to rebuild into a floor, walls, and everything. When you finally feel the gasp of gravity once more, and land safely on the ground, you find yourself in a new world. Her mind is rebuilding itself? This place is a deep underground, a subterranean city made out of cold steel and a giant rift. This is where the battle happened. Where's Luna? And that's the polyphage right there. Your hunch tells you that you can find her in a certain place. Groping through your memories, you manage to find a path to your destination in the center. On your find way, you see discarded weapons, including your pistol. Your pistol, your own pistol, Commandant, is just there? Well, to be fair, it's mind space, so pick up your pistol. At the end of the path, you see a familiar white girl again, as well as you see the figure of also somewhat acquaintance to you. Gabriel? God help me, what voice should I give this man? I suppose the voice of a, Miss Luna, allow me to apologize for my impulses from before. I assure you that, Miss Luna, I shall fulfill the duties of the chosen Ascendant Network to its fullest. Luna is standing on the top of the abyssal rift. Gabriel is facing her. His mechanical wings extend in full, looking like a fallen angel that has crawled from hell. Under the gargantuan shade of Gabriel, Luna looks even smaller than she is. And to do so, I shall have to cleanse the world of the imperfect agents. The power I have displayed is not enough to make you. Do you not realize your heart is your blemish? Your emotions are your weakness. Give him a voice that would showcase your hate towards him. Oh, I am. It's actively hurting my throat, but I am still doing it. I despise this man so much, but he's so pathetic that my hatred for him is just shallow. Like, I hate him as much as you hate, I don't know, a couch for hurting your toe after you step on it, you know? Like, he is so pathetic that that he doesn't deserve to be fully hated by me. Gabriel raises his hand. In a cage of the bulky fingers beats a human heart, frail and powerless. No. Ever since your sister became an ascendant, your power as an agent has been weakening. You are no longer fit to be an agent. You are no longer fit to realize our ambition. Gabriel squeezes his fingers. Blood drips between the cracks. You know that this is not real, but you still find this scene terrifying. Luna's scared of Gabriel, huh? Interesting. Enough. Luna moans in pain, as if in tone with the rhythmic of her cries. The space around you also distorts like a television turned into a dead channel. Firing up in static, you also flare up as if smoldered by the flames. Her emotions are affecting the mind space. I have to stop Gabriel. You fire a bullet at Gabriel's chest. It would spell death for a normal human, but clearly it's not Gabriel's weak spot. You seem to have achieved the equivalent of chucking a pebble at a giant. Gabriel turns around and trains his gaze to its offender, namely, you. Stop messing with her right now. Who do you think you are? I'm a commander of Babylonia. And who do you think you are? I shall deal with you after I'm done with her. Let's see who's dealing with who. I'm getting out of this place. Which means I need her. During your exchange, you slowly itch towards Luna and manage to hide her behind you. Try and stop me. Splendid. How splendid. A false agent coupled with a weak, pathetic, and pitiful human. Luna. Her eyes are wide open. She seems to have yet to recover from this nightmare. Such a realistic Gabriel you have here. What? Loads gun. He goes... What? You fire several shots at Gabriel. None of them land. Ha! Enough, human! Your little show is pointless. Miss Luna, do you dare find it disgraceful how you're being protected by a lowly human? But no matter. I shall end it here for. Before Gabriel can finish, a massive clang cuts off him. You're not aiming at Gabriel, but with a metal plate above him. Oh, Commandant, you smartass. What? The impact of the metal plate caused Gabriel to fall deep into the abyss. You immediately grab Luna's arm and run. The impact can only buy us so much time. Enough. Let me go. You manage a good 10 meters or so before Luna tries to wiggle out of your hold. Before Luna can escape, you pull her wrist, forcefully spinning her around, quietly binding both of her arms. Then you press against the wall in a classic pinning technique. Then you swiftly point out your gun to her temple. I'll let you go, but only after I get what I want. For those who don't know what that is, he basically spinned her backwards while holding her arm, so now he's facing her back, grabbed her other arm, pinned them together, then put her to the ground while putting a gun at her temple. So now she's laying on the ground with both of her arms behind her back, with Commandant above her pointing a gun at her temple, basically. I'm just putting the image since Kuro was too broke to actually draw it back then. Do you really think you can keep me in a place like this? I need an explanation first. Let go. Not with this humiliating position. Unfortunately, she's my queen. I have to. Loosen your hold. You loosen the hold on her arm, but you still keep the gun pointed at her. That's my line. I need an explanation. Luna seems to have recovered a little and has returned to her usual self. Even with your gun hanging on her temple, she seems unfazed. You don't like this just now. What? Nothing. Just answer my question. Ask. Do you realize that you're inside your mind? My mind? My mind. I don't know what you're talking about. Gabriel betrayed me. I have to punish him. And it has nothing to do with you. Looks like she doesn't remember what happened. As the owner of her own mind, Luna's emotions can affect the entire mind space, which means your life depends on her here. Tell me something. What? Are you part of my dreams? No. Then why are you here? I'm just temporarily trapped here. Then why did you do that just now? Because I want to get out of this place. I see. Can you wake me from my dreams? I don't know why, but I can't wake up. Sure, I can help you. But I don't trust you. Drop gun. You drop your gun. Almost instantly, Luna half raised her hand at you. You remember this move. As if this were a reality, she would have already torn apart space itself and turned you into a commandant mince. Delicious. But nothing happens. She just keeps her hand raised. You must be like the monsters in my dreams, trying to kill me. But I'm not that easy. Even in my dreams, I don't let my guard down. Sorry to disappoint you. If I don't kill you, you'll kill me. I know that. This is how my nightmares work. Before I manage to get out, I'll let you choose. You can go alone, or you can go with me. Why are you trusting me still? This isn't my first time trusting you anyways. You'll regret this. Thanks for the heads up. Insolent. Despite saying so, Luna lowers her hand. People call me that all the time. Before Luna can finish, your surroundings begin to distort like before. Luna's lips are still moving, but her words do not travel through the broken reality. Tones apart into codes of data. You both levitate from the ground in a whirlpool of data that floods in. I'll find you. Wait for me. Did Luna catches what you said? The once ascended leader stares at you instantly until the two of you are overwhelmed by the data stream. Ooh. As I said before, delicious water. This is my favorite interlude. For a lot of reasons. And it's not just because I like Luna. Actually, now that I think about it, I like Luna because of this interlude, among a lot of things. Chapter 13, this interlude, the remaining of her story. Like, everything about her I just like. And we'll discover that together. Chapter 3. Should have been in the main story? I agree. The fact that this particular affection story is not unlocked angers me to non-belief. Because here's the thing. To unlock this particular affection story completely, unlike the others, this one has the biggest requirement of having affection 8. So it is even steeper than the other affection stories. In the case of the other affection stories, like, if you keep giving them gifts all the way until the patch ends, once you get any character, you can get them to level 6 easily. And the gifts in the shop and everything, it gets you to affection 4 at once, if you buy them all. Sorry. As a result, I don't mind the other affection stories that are at level 6, but this one at 8. And it's very important. Like, this one in particular is very important to Luna's character in general. So the fact that it's not fully unlocked for people to experience it at all times annoys me a lot. Breezy night. White benches, salty air. You pushes yourself from the sand. Some seem to have gone in your mouth. Ta! Sand in my mouth. It's disgusting. I'm the biggest sand hater in the world. And this is horrible. Blech. This place is Venus Splash Park. Unlike the last time you were here, you see the entire water park ablaze with lights. Joyous golden age tunes, playing the accordion. Wonder into your ears. You walk towards the park. On your way there, you see more and more service robots. Have a looky. Have a gander. Would you like to see a live performance, friend? Hey buddy, want a glass of martini? Deftly rotating the wheel beneath it, the surface robot slides before you for a while, holding a plate of 2 in its arms. Its bow using the other 2 mechanical arms in a gentlemanly manner. I cannot imagine this. No thanks. Aha, right. Underage drinking is... Underage drinking is illegal. Damn. Commander just got... Ah, so you're a kid. You can't drink this. The jabbing. The jab. The robot announces in a blaring robotic tune. So they have a robotic tune. I'll say that. In turn, splashes you some of the content inside of the glass. I was splashed with martini, you motherfucker. You absolute motherfucker, I will show you. How dare you splash me with martini? Proceeding to completely ignore you as if its request is to provide martini for humans. Underage. He absolutely destroyed the man. A customer, another one, another customer. Another? There are other people here? Please, good fella, come with me, come with me. The dainty-looking robot jumps up and down before you. It must have been too much energy. I follow the robot. The greatest performance is now live in Venus Splash Park. The robot tugs you, leading you before a building. You see a watermelon. Oh my god, a watermelon. Watermelon A-Mao selling ice cream and souvenirs here. For those who are wondering what a watermelon A-Mao is, it's the watermelon robotic enemies that you fight. Like if you remember fighting a watermelon robot in this game, that's the watermelon A-Mao. That's selling ice cream and souvenirs here. Several other robots are also cheerfully giving away snacks and toys. Here, kiddo. Here, have this. Thanks? Hey! Haha, yay! Seeing you receive the gift, the watermelon cheerily yelps and rolls away into the distance. Damn, I wish I got a gift from a watermelon as well. Damn, should have been me. It should have been me. The cafe unit eventually leads you to the theater hall. The cafe units are the robots with a black smiley face and white hat and white clothes. I can't describe them really, but they first appear in like the splash park. They appear in multiple other areas throughout the entire game, most usually events and such. You make out the banner scrawled with the crayons letters Death of Jerome on the top of the stage. Damn. What kind of cult is this? You look for Luna in this dim-lit spectre place, but instead you find every other single robot gazing hardly at you. Their eyes flicker with an eerie shin, looking all the more terrifying in the darkness. Let's not try anything just yet. Shark Sphere? Showtime! Showtime! Spotlight flares up in the middle of the theater stage. A Shark Sphere who had... I don't know if Shark Sphere or Shark Spear. Shark Spear. Yeah, Spear. Alright. Who has gone on since who knows when, is heralding the start of the show. Showtime, showtime. The Shark Spear's head falls off, revealing Jerome's face inside. Holy shit. indignantly blinking. That is one of the few times where I'll say, game, thank you for not giving us the CG. That is a horrifying CG. Luna, do you think you have everything under control? I don't see Shrom's face in there, but it's for the better, if I'm being honest. Do you really think no one knows what you're planning? You must be disappointed before you learn the truth from me. Have you ever thought that you would be stripped of your status as an agent? How does it feel when things go away? But this is nothing compared to the pain you have caused to others. You will never find happiness in your life. Not this one, not the next, and not the one after. Repent for your suffering in a 1,000-fold for the pain you have caused. You deserve this, and your sister too must bear the burden of your sin. Shut up. Luna's voice reverberates in the corner of the darkness. Audibly irate, the robots all stare at her fixedly. Why are you all looking at me like that? No, go away. Luna! In the few moments where you're taken by the play, the robot seems to have grown in numbers. You try to leave your seat, but the walls upon walls of steel blocks your way as the darkness little to helps you find Luna. The stage. Fumbling around, you manage to crawl to the stage. You pull apart the heavy curtains and somehow find the spotlight trained upon you. Hey, look over here! Free her! You catch the attention of the robots. They rush at you like ants swarming around the honey. When the mechanoids disperse around her, you see that Luna has been standing out next to the exit. She noticed your gaze, but there's a lost expression about her. Her eyes meet yours over the sheets of mechanoids in the spectator seats, eventually focusing on them. Stay there! You mouth the words, but you cannot tell if she heard you. But she does not stand there, still and silent. But she still does stand there, still and silent. Looking around you, you still foot sight on a banner around the stage. One dangling with balloons and ribbons. You fish out the gift from the watermelon gave you earlier, and a fashion lasso out of the packaging ribbon. Giving it a good throw, it latches into the banner. Then testing it for integrity, you hop on and take to the air. Commandant is going cowboy, I see. Okay. Yeet! Oh, okay, I'm not gonna do that. That's racist. Is it racist? Stereotypical, I guess. Yeah. A true cowboy right there. As the wall grows closer and closer, you let go. Mentally judging the distance, you land perfectly and with a thud right next to the mechanoid. I'm fine, just a tiny accident. The mechanoid take notice of you. Without another word, you grab Luna's hand and run. Oh, now that is racist. But the Joestar running away tactic isn't. I see how it is. Yeah. It is a complicated world. I wish we're back in the old internet days. We can say whatever the fuck you want and nobody gives a shit. I wonder when we gonna get cancelled for the day we say we want to drink some water. I'm calling it, it will happen. Someone will get cancelled because they said they wanted to drink water. Just like last time. Where are we going? But this time, she does not struggle like last time. And from her question, she seems to know nothing about the water park. Somewhere they can't reach us. The highest place there is. The highest place? You both hurtle out of the theater, leaving behind everything. The lights, the music, the hands of mechanoids. Only whistling wind gazes the two of you. Luna's hand is slender, delicate to the point where it feels brittle. To think such world-ending power hides within. The ethereal lightness of Luna almost gives you the illusion that you are flying a kite, by who dragging it all along. Damn. Oh yeah, because Luna always floats, I suppose. Yeah, that does make sense. And so, the two of you reaches the entrance of the tallest building in the water park, the Ferris wheel. Is this the highest place? It should be. The Ferris wheel looks nothing like you remember. What there should have been glass capsules are instead pairs upon pairs of roundabout horses. Huh. So instead of the roundabout horses extending a warm orange radiance are circling each other and rising from the Ferris wheel. Some mad genius. Excuse me for a second. I'm back. Just a second. That was annoying. Right, moving on. The roundabout horses extending a warm orange radiance, circling each other and rising from the Ferris wheel. Some mad genius must have decided to give a bunch of roundabouts to this attraction. Take your time, I know how it is. Yeah. It is the unfortunate reality of not living alone. So what you gonna do? Anyway, basically, from what I am understanding, this is a Ferris wheel, but with roundabout horses on it. Like, do you know like the roundabout attraction in a park, like where horses spin around in a circle? Yeah, there's a bunch of those. Instead of the carriages on a Ferris wheel, all on it. So instead of the carriages on a Ferris wheel, it's now roundabout horses spinning it against each other. It's a crazy image when you think about it, but it is what's commanding the scene right now. This does not look safe at all. You are correct. It does not look safe at all. But there is no choice. I'm back. God help me. Anyway, this indeed does not look safe, but we have no choice. As a horse passes in front of you, you grab its head and hop on. You turns to look around to Luna. Come on! And extend your hand. Behind her, the mechanoids are screeching in terrible noises and closing in. The world parts in two, freezing in time. One of the terrifying nightmares, and one of a dreamy wonderland. Luna is caught in between, looking over at you. And then she takes a step forward and catches your hand. And with that, time ticks again. Ooh, that was quite a crazy situation. Alright, we move on. Chapter 4. Luna clutches into the head of the roundabout horse. Glazing downward, you can see that the mechanoids are still withering around in the ground. Phew! The girl in white turns and looks over. Her expression is one of mystery. Under the glow of an amber light, the girl is illuminated in the half shade. The wind blows stronger as the two of you rise higher and higher. The odds and the fantastic Ferris wheel only serves to add to the surrealness of this event. Luna is opposite to you. To her, two massive bundles of white hair are fluttering in the wind. A few tufts of her hair flicker by your eye. And only then you turn to realize that even her eyelashes are pure white. That is the most poetic way to describe Luna's appearance I have ever heard in my life. I gotta say. I mean, it's good. I'm not criticizing it. It's actually good. Beneath those lashes, you find her light golden pupils. Not a ripple of emotion nor disturbance can be seen, but they emit a certain warmth. It reminds you of a dew-touched morning in the late spring, calm and unspoken. Damn, Commandant do be smitten. Kinda makes me want to chuckle. I will chuckle. What are you laughing at? Just how sudden this is. How sudden this is. Like what's happening now. It's like those games that Cowboy plays. I don't get it. This Ferris wheel. Luna really does not seem to get it. Ferris wheels don't look like this. Ferris wheels and roundabouts are different. Is that so? The light shade and the redness seems to have surfaced on Luna's face. Ah, she's embarrassed. I see. All of a sudden, the atmosphere takes an awkward turn. I can see why. Never been on a Ferris wheel before. I don't know about the details. Long ago, I once hid in a theme park with my sister. I wanted to try the rides in the theme park, so she did everything she could to power up the facilities. But before we could try them, the sound attracted a horde of corrupted over. And so I never quite knew what a Ferris wheel looks like. Damn, that's truly something. But this one is pretty nice too. It's the first time for me on such a special one. If I never came to this place, I would have never gone such a special ride.
You must be one of those types that can get a laugh at anything.
Life lemons all in mind? No, that depends on the thing.
If you didn't stop me just now, I could have destroyed all those mechanoids. They aren't built for combat.
Well, we got rid of them for now.
Why are you doing this?
Because when you wake up, you won't remember anything that happened in the deep of your mind. You can double check that one, Commandant. Considering your case, who knows?
Why are you helping me?
Because I can't get out unless you're also safe, probably.
Tell me what you want.
Commandant is answering her, by the way. Like, she is hearing everything that Commandant just said. Just making it clear. Just because there weren't options doesn't mean it wasn't like Commandant talking. Do you know what the title of what the Tien... I cannot pronounce this. Tyndall effect. Tyndall, yes.
Of course. When the light passes through something with the suspended particles, it becomes visible.
Which means, even when we lost, there is a way.
What are you trying to say?
Maybe you are the Tyndall light in this stream.
What if it doesn't work?
As long as we live, help will come. We will find another way.
Where does your confidence ever come from? You're not just believing in me blindly, but in others too?
It's kind of my job to be always confident. Just leave it to me. Alright, this is for you.
What is that?
You take out the gift. Now devoid of its wrappings, it reveals itself to be a small white light.
A lamp?
A Mao gave me this by the entrance. I was given this by a watermelon.
This is the first...
Sorry.
This is the first time I ever received a gift from someone other than my sister.
I just didn't want to... I felt you would like it. Luna hesitates, but eventually extends her hand. You're presenting her with a gift that seems to have taken her by surprise. As Luna's fingers are about to reach the lamp, the world falls apart again. Talk about bad timing. Well, that was quite the romantic ride on a roundabout Ferris wheel. Who would have thought? Now, despite how confusing this is, it does make sense in the end, so I'll keep reading. I would comment and such, but I cannot do that until we're like a decent way there. So we'll do that then. You open your eyes and you find yourself in a completely different place. This place looks like to be a landfall. The stench of gasoline and rotten food fills the air. Under the glimmering light, you manage to make out piles of scraps in front. You approach them and realize that they're all construct remains. Let's look for Luna first. You hear something on the other side of this landfall. You decide to go over and check. You see Luna standing in a pile of corrupted remains, staring at another girl. Luna looks younger than usual. Ah, this version of Luna. Oh wait, this is not even the regular version. I think this is the only time we ever see this sprite. Actually. Like, only in this affection story. I don't remember the sprite appearing anywhere else. Like, Luna has like another sprite that appears in like chapter 12, but this is not it. This is like a unique sprite of her like playable version, but younger. Sister. First of all, let me do. Alright. Well, we'll just roll with it. Just making sure. Are there any voices in the background? Or are you hearing only my voice? Just making sure. I assume all these affection stories are romantic. They are called affection stories for a reason. They are indeed called affection stories for a reason. They all have their romantic moments and everything. Like if it weren't, like if there's one thing I will give it to them, they do exactly as the tin says. But this one has a lot of lore and character building on top of it. Like the affection is like subtle but done well. I'll talk about it more in detail once we're done. No voices in the background? Cool. Perfect. It means that the noise suppressor that I have works perfectly. Luna whimpers. It must be nearing the bottom of her mind. It seems that I'm going back in time in her memories. This piece of shit of a woman. If you don't remember, this is from Luna Laurel's interlude. Like, that one explains why Luna became an ascendant and an agent to begin with. Enough. You're just another filthy corrupted. The girl standing before Luna, also a construct, shouts vehemently. Sister, you had me kill those corrupted, and they're all dead. Why are you looking at me like that? Luna trembles, trying to hold her hand, the hand of the girl. What is this? Did this happen at Luna's youth? You must be going back in time in her mind space. The deep scars are always buried in the deepest renaissance of one's mind, to which you must be drawing near. Get lost. I only found some ugly plushies and you kept clinging to me like I'm your sister. I don't have a corrupted sister like you. Die, corrupted, die. I'm going to Babylonia and you filth should just rot here. The girl points a handgun at Luna and is about to pull the trigger. But Luna simply stands there with her face drowned in sadness. Watch out! He pushes Luna out of the way immediately. She drops her knife.
Once she has unknowingly wielded and stumbles a few steps, she finally comes to, and her expression returns to normal. You're standing in my way.
Oh my god, it's her? Yep. You finally remembered, huh? Like I said, this interlude is very, very good and interesting in a lot of ways. Like, my rant after we're done is gonna be quite long, so... You're about to be shot. The female construct glares at you with a dreadful look on her face. That's a corrupted. She's evil. Get out of the way and let me kill her. Stay away from her. If I kill her, I can go back to Babylonia. That's not how it works. Shut up. It is. Try and stop me if you can. Kill me if you dare. Come on, kill me, huh? Kill me. Get away. The female construct is practically begging for Luna to kill her. For some reason, a voice in your heart tells you that if this crossroad in Luna's life where she is have no turning back. Luna woodenly picks up the knife, now drifted off the ground, and approaches the construct. Stop, Luna. Kill sister. Kill sister. No. Come kill me. And if you do, you'll be an ascendant. You can do whatever you want. Enough. You pick up the construct up by the collar. Holy shit, he's just picking her up by the collar. My god. You find yourself consumed with rage. If you wanna die, I don't mind helping you out. Damn it. Damn it, you all. Disgusting, wretched, corrupted. The construct stomps and struggles, but she eventually leaves resentfully. Are you okay? What is wrong with you? Why are you stopping me? Luna has a ghastly expression on her face, but she seems more in control right now. Get out. Get out of my dream. If I could, I would. Luna lowers her head and stares at her hands. They are smeared with a blackish mud. You cannot tell. It must have truly happened in this memory fragment. What makes you think you could do that? I'm just doing what I think is right. Insolent. Luna bites her lips, seemingly trembling from head to toe. Then she wipes off her hand on the fabric before her chest, trying to clean them. You hand a handkerchief to yours. I have an idea on how to wake up. People build safe zones in their mind. If we reach that place, we might be able to leave. Safe zone. Aye. As if running out of energy, Luna collapses. As she falls into your arms, the world shifts. Hot damn, that was something. Alright, we continue. I wish Commandant killed her, not gonna lie. I really wish he did. Darkness. Never-ending darkness. Cam would really like this place. He is the darkness. Like, when it says darkness, never-ending darkness right now, I'm just imagining this entire black screen just Camus. Like, it's a bunch of Camus. I am the darkness. Luna can hear her sister calling. She fears the dark.
The loneliness is suffering. He is the darkness indeed. Damn. I wish I repaired it beforehand. Like a screen just filled with Camus, and I could just paste it here when we get to that chapter. Damn. Why? Why I can't wake up? A reddish glow flickers in the distance. It's the only thing visible in Luna's darkness. So dark. She has never been stuck with such pain before in her life. Becoming an Ascendant would mean that she is nothing to fear anymore, or so she once thought. But it's just a pitiful dream. A piece of memory buried in her mind has broken her. Sister, anyone, please. She extends her hand to grab at something. The red flickering light shines like the lighthouse at the sea. She reached for it like a drowning soul. Ah, this is the corrupted garbage shaft, the construct garbage shaft in her interlude. Or after her operation failed, like the operation turned into the construct failed and she became infected, they just yeeted her in this place with a bunch of corrupted construct. Probably one of the most visceral interludes I ever read. Yeah. Like, not a single other interlude comes close to this one. I guess Selena does, to a degree. But even then, it's kinda... I remember the shaft. The good you do. Her mind tells her not to reach for it. But the painful memories in the past etched into her very instinct. And so she reaches for the red glow. Something terrible, something painful must have happened here. That glow must not be the light, but the horrible truth. Like a moth drawn to the flame, Luna reaches out for the light uncontrollably. The memories are shackled upon her. She is repeating the past. Things that she cannot change. Like a replaying a video, Luna can only be abandoned, betrayed, and forced to the path of no return. A path built upon immeasurable souls over and over. I do like they clarify that. In the end of the day, no matter what happens here, it did happen. She suffered, she was betrayed, and all of this is done to her. That cannot go back. At the end of the day, this is just a mind space. A very practical dream. The red light is getting closer. No, no. Luna closes her eyes, afraid of what's about to come. But when she reaches her hand out, she comes in contact with something soft instead. Luna? Damn. To Luna... The Luna before you opens her eyes, face filled with disbelief. She seems to look even younger than before. Are you okay? That light. Right, this place is too dark here. Good thing we got this night light. Why are you... I see. The night light he tried to give her earlier on the Ferris wheel. He's now using it inside of this tunnel and found her. This moment hits Kat quite hard. Because in the interlude, she did the same thing, but no one reaches out for her except that piece of shit of a girl who used her then she killed her, then killing her broke her. You know the song and dance. So, Commandant coming here and actually changing the moment, being the light in her darkness, despite how cliche this sounds, it does hit hard to a large degree. It's not that bright, it's pretty handy. It's small, but bright for its size. You pick the small Luna up. She's not so light that you almost feel like you're holding a balloon. Damn. All in her head, not real, just a dream. Yeah. They're basically walking into a fancy dream. A fancy simulation, if you will. Like, the only two real people here are them. To a large degree. We are getting deeper. If I'm right about this, enough. What's the matter? You speak too much. Luna, silence you. You only hear the sound of your breath as you walk. So they're just walking in the shaft right now. Under the silence, you two eventually make it out. The moon is just rising, but it's already bright enough to light up the entire place. Turns out, you have been in yet another landfill this whole time. The blinding darkness just feels like it's almost like a dream now. Now? What now? Do you feel better now? Stop it. Don't think you just know me because you have went through my memories. We are different. Where we stand and everything. I know. But you're not as cruel as you make yourself out to be. I've been talking to the real you this whole time. Everything here is a part of you. I don't need your pity. She stares at you with the expression you have not seen before. One of malformed pride, wielded together from the thorns and blood. That's a good expression, I'm not gonna lie. Not her face expression, like the expression said in the words. Basically says that she has a formed pride from enduring all the shit she has went through. Like all of the shit and still having a functioning brain that loves her sister regardless. Like that's the pride she has in her life. And those thorns sprout and encased her, but at the same time the wall turn apart as if it's by a tempest. Under the moonlight, Luna perches in her eyes of the storm, the rippling winds, her fitting white gone. They are come together like the mist, like a winter sky, like the translucent clouds, like a dove dying, plummeting. Holy shit, Commandant is so smitten by her, he's drawing poems, man. Holy shit, he's just spitting words. And it all falls dark. Usually in other affection stories would be done by now, but as you can see, chapter 7 and chapter 8. There's only, to my knowledge, if I remember correctly, 2 characters who have this unique thing. Luna is one of them. The other one, well, we'll get there one day. We'll get there. Chapter 7. Let us sing. For all will be well. You open your eyes to find yourself in a corridor. I'll drink some water. Luna gets the special treatment, huh? Yeah. Because in canon, how I'm gonna say this? All the affection in affection stories, to a large degree, like, despite them being canon, them and them having a, how I'm gonna say, love towards the commandant is like optional to a large degree. Well, not optional, it's just suggested in a big way. However, in rooted canon, it's Luna that really loves commandant. Like, there's a reason why Luna has 8 episodes, because affection 8 is the maximum. Once you reach affection 8, the character just has the word love next to it. And that's done on purpose. Like, they are basically telling you that Luna, after chapter 3, loves commandant now. That is like definite canon. And now we are seeing why that's the case. Like, there's a reason why the gifts, the special gifts you give to Luna are a, what is that word called? Are a nightlight. Like, if you go to, like, if you have Luna and go to her, you'll find that the special gift that you give her is a nightlight. And it's because of this story. But she's a robot? Valix, we talked about this. Nothing can stop this man. Nothing. He's not gonna be stopped. You think that being a robot will stop him? Nah. You open your eyes to find yourself in a corridor. Looking at the furnishings, this seems to be an abandoned church. Most of the paint is peeled off, giving the discarded feeling to be the room. A faint song, sung by children, can be heard from the beyond the wall. Oh, so we are the church that Luna and Lucia lived in. We are truly going deeper, boys. You move through the corridor, and you hear some speaking at the end of it. Question mark boy. I already ate all of it. What do you want me to do? Yeah, what do you want? No one to blame but your own gullible selves. But please. Ah, it's the time where Luna was tricked into giving... It was in Lucia's interlude. It was when Tiny Luna was tricked into giving the food that they have gathered to the kids that they are roommates of. And Lucia was trying to take that food back. Yo, it's the Great Nun. Nothing. Yep. It's the Great Nun. The one that becomes a boss, eventually. It all comes back together, baby. It all comes back together. Lucia. Please. My sister and I won't be able to live long in this winter. Lucia. I'm sorry. Luna stands out in the crowd of children, but she does not seem to notice. Lucia, this time, I can protect you. She mumbles, slowly raising the dagger in her hand. If I do this, then all of this won't have happened. Oh yeah, Lucia tried to become a construct because they didn't have enough stuff for the winter and such. Like, they didn't have supplies or anything to survive this. So Lucia wanted to become a construct. But then Luna took her place and all of this shit started happening. So that's what she means. Like, it is a giant domino effect when you think about it. All started with just a bunch of kids tricking her into taking her food. It's crazy. Luna, come to yourself. Hearing someone call her, she turns over. Steffi, seeing that it's you, she reveals with an icy smirk. Commanded, do you realize that I'm Luna herself? Do you not realize I'm not Luna herself? Luna, your mind is being corrupted? You know who I was this whole time? Not from the beginning, but not too late, hmm? The further we go into her mind, the more she remembers. If I kill you here, kill everyone here, I can remove my weakness. If I do so, I'll become the most formidable agent. I can protect Lucia and live with her in the new world. That will cause your mind to collapse. I don't believe you. I don't believe in anyone. I paid too much in believing in others. I only trust my own hands. These words are very etched into Luna's mind. Because the more you think about it, everything bad that happened to Luna is because she believed in someone. She believed in the kids who said that they were hungry and they were not gonna take a lot of food, but they end up stealing all of it. She believed in Nicola and the others when they told her that becoming a construct will help her sister. She became a construct, failed, and was thrown away. So she believed in them twice. When they said the operation will be fine, the operation was not fine and she was kicked. And that becoming a construct will save her sister, when in fact her sister also became a construct and was betrayed. She believed way too many fucking times and got betrayed way too many fucking times. So these words are very deep within her character. Skill issue. Boy, be thankful that she's not real. Be really thankful she's not real. I have a feeling that she would have heard that from the ether if she was real. And we're both gonna be like annihilated. God. If I didn't believe in Gabriel, if Shrome's fantasies were real, if I didn't kill that sister of mine in that landfill, if only I went through the construct modification successfully, if only I protected my sister, if only I never lent out the food we saved for the winter, if only for you messing it all up. I'm just trying to go back and destroy it all. This is my dream. But can constructs dream? I don't even remember the dreams in my childhood. If Ascendants have dreams, they must be like mine. Dark, sinister, and foul. The assnet is turning her. Emotions are getting muddied. I know of people who held to their humanity, even under more horrific circumstances than mine. I wonder who, because I have yet to see someone out of... Let me give this a deep thought. No, I can't think of anyone. Luna, you do have the worst backstory out of anyone I know in this game. Like 100%. But that's not who I am. Every step I have taken is my own decision. Just like how you weren't part of my life. Whatever you do is pointless. I am the Ascension Network agent, Luna, and forever will be. She trembles. A certain human holds into her hand, and the daggers falls from her grip. The children around her scream at her, calling her a monster, and run away. So Commandant holds the hand that she has a knife in, and she immediately drops it. I see. I do not know what's right, but I do know that this is... But I know this is what I would do. The human hugs the pure white construct, the arms firm and reassuring like an anchor. Damn. That is one heck of a way to describe a hug. Dreams should not be like this. This wouldn't happen in the real world. I don't agree, nor understand why you would do this. But I do feel your unease. And how lost you are. And what you have been through. The betrayal you faced, everything. This is Commandant talking. You know full well that when you wake up from this dream, you both will return to reality, return to being enemies, return to your duties. But at the very least, for you, right now, you deserve a better dream. One tunnels through the room, it involves the figure like a warm veil and reshuffles the world. Damn, the power of a mind beacon. He literally gave her a better dream. Should have been better at construct operation and adaptation thingy. Nice kept character establishment. Yeah, I do agree with you. I am very pissed off about this. The fact that this is not available for everyone. Like, they are doing a good job in the fact that now the S rank affection stories are available for everyone and are voice acted. But the fact that ones that are important to the story, like this one is extremely important, and yet it's not available for everyone, angers me to non-belief. Like, a lot of people who played Luna's newest chapter, I don't fucking know, 30, I think? It's chapter 30, right? Chapter 28 or 30, something like that. No, it's not chapter 28. 29, 30. Yeah, it's 30. Probably have not seen this affection story. So that is really annoying to me. Despite the fact that it does come up a lot. It comes up in chapter 19 and it comes up in chapter 30. God. And the fact that Luna loves Commandant is like something the story keeps saying a lot. So, whenever Luna is considered anyway. And in all the events and other stories, like you know how Luna has like a gacha coding? Like that, the gacha coding also has a story in it, a voice acted story. It also references this one, among other things. Also, her Valentine's stories do that as well. God. When the gale finally comes to rest, the room has become a simple but cozy children's room. Everything's changed. Wow, Commander doesn't even know that he did this. The weight of the girl presses on your shoulders, as if she has suddenly taken a real form. Disappointment? Yeah. I mean, at the least now you know.
And now I'm reading it for you and you know. So at least we are done with that. Like, I'm pretty sure they will put this in story if told. But it annoys me that I need to tell them that in a survey for them to do it. Like, I'm pretty sure when the survey for Rosetta's chapter comes around and I tell them, open the other affection stories, especially Luna, because it's important story-wise, I'll find it like, if not the next chapter, the next, they would have done so. Which I'm glad they read surveys, but I feel like stuff like this is a given, you know? But anyways.
I see. So this is how it feels. Under the glimmering light of the small room, Luna's thin lips seems to have curled into a faint smile on her pale face. You are safe now. Leave it to me. I feel like I heard that before.
Yeah, you said that to her when you connected to her. To leave it to you.
Yep, you are safe now. Really? No need to worry, you won't be harmed. Sister, if only I could stay asleep forever in this dream. Stay by your side until I fall asleep. The dreamlike girl before you murmurs. Her usual calm, collected look resurface. You leave the nightlight on the bed table. Finally, you manage to give her her present. A wave of fatigue washes over you, and you feel your signal connection glows clear and clear.
Finally.
It's over. Let's sing for all to be well. Blooming flowers and sea-washed and sand castles, milk and warm bread and rich tinder that crackles.
Ooh. I do sure love reading good writing. It makes my heart flutter. I'm joking, I have no heart. The only thing that flutters in me is my stomach when I eat garlic bread. Ah. Damn. I have to drink double the water when I do unique voices. So many characters appeared in this entire thing. And so many voices I had to change to my throat is gone. Unknown song. Let us sing for all to be well. Blooming flowers, sea-washed castles, milk and warm bread and bridge tinder into that crackles. Let us prepare for all will go foul. Mire sunken conflicts and step that needs the struggle, blood and hot iron and hit burns in the bubbles. Commandant? Luna?
If I'd meet you instead back then.
Where are you?
You see Luna devoured by the polyphage through the translucent maw, looking like an embryo caged within the artificial womb. Commandant, connect to me. No, You must be tired. Commandant? Sorry, Bandit. After all, you must be very tired.
It's okay, I'm ready for work now. I recovered the data that we sent. Lee needs a unique voice.
I recovered the date. We can now determine that the signal within the red tide is indeed Luna's. The teenager figure near the window glances at you from the files in his hand. I have virtually double reconstructed the data through the Spear of Foss, but didn't experience it myself. After all, there might be discrepancies. Ah, damn it. I'm looking at my internet right now. I'm seeing the bullshit happen in real time. Cool. Very cool. I tried to start the stream very early because I knew this will happen at this very specific hour. It's happening again. So, God help me. I don't even know the cause of it. Alright, I think we are somewhat back. Somewhat. It's buffering. I do hope that I'm at the least audible. I don't know, for some reason at this specific hour, it just decides to just sink. It comes back later, but it just sinks. I'm seeing the bitrate being a very bad number. I'm seeing the bitrate being a very bad number. You know what? I'll take 5 until the internet goes back to normal.
We are back. Damn. I don't know why that happens. I genuinely do not know why that happens. For the sake of the VOD, and thankfully because we are still in the beginning, I will start from the beginning again. Alright. We are back yet again. It happens at this specific hour. Like where it just sinks, then goes back to normal. I try to start early so I can avoid it, but oh. I'll investigate more later. Sorry, I was just spacing out.
Commandant, after all of that, you must be very tired. Sorry for disturbing you.
It is okay. I'm ready for work.
I recovered the data that we went through the terminal. We had now determined the signal within the red tide is indeed Luna's.
The teenager figure near the window glances at you from the files in his hand.
I'm virtually double reconstructed the data through the Spear of Foss.
Damn, remember the Spear of Foss.
But I didn't experience it myself after all. There might still be discrepancies between the reconstruction data and what you went through. You can begin to work on this after you have fully recovered. I'll tell Asimov about it.
Thanks, Lee. You deny Lee's kind offer for a little more time off, but find that he's still staring at you. Do I have something on my face?
It's nothing. If you're ready, then that's fine as well. Now we just need you to go through and confirm the relevant data on Luna we have found in the red tide.
Understood.
Commandant, your face is half red.
What do you mean?
Oops, sorry. It must have been because you were sleeping sideways. It's nothing. I'll go away in a minute.
So this whole time that he was in the whatchamacallit, in that mind space, he was sleeping sideways. So he's basically Two-Face from Batman. That's kind of funny when I think about it. I think it happened to me once. There was a one time where I was, due to circumstances, forced to sleep in one position for the entire night. Like in a way where I couldn't even flip when I was asleep. And I think that happened to me as a result. You check your cheeks and do find it a little uneven and warm. You must have gone red. Turning around, you examine your figure on the glass window. The sight of you touching your cheeks suddenly reminds you of the scene in your memories.
So you too are a part of my dreams?
Data on Luna, huh?
Yeah, from the current observations. The red tide consumed consciousness going through the near-death experience within. Human or constructs, when they are faced with death, their deepest emotions hidden inside their memories becomes bare. This also matches with the consciousness data that we have seen in the Red Tide. Going through the rectal scan, the two of you enter Asimorphu's lab. What voice should I give him? Didn't I make an unimproved conclusions without me? The sample size is too small. We cannot say for sure yet. But I know we will get to the bottom of this. You sound pretty interested in it, Asimorphu. First things first, though. You will have to fully cooperate, Grey Raven Commandant. Sure, I've been fully cooperating this whole time. You are the only Commandant to have connected to Luna's mind. And I presume not just once. What are you? Chillax. I'm not here to persecute your Commandant. This is just a mere deduction guess. I have never knew the Chief Tactician had a say in any of our tactical decisions. Yeah, Lee, get him? Lee, it's okay? Nah, Lee, it's okay. You're right, to do whatever you want on the battlefield. I couldn't care less. I just want data, so you know what to do. Yeah, I know. Put this on. It is installed with Luna's consciousness data found inside the Red Tide. This will simulate the situation of Luna's consciousness sample reacting to the observation target of Luna. You are Lucia's commandant and have also linked with Luna without much emotional influence. You are the best candidate for an observer. Alright. Well then, let's go. Loading. Consciousness link detected. You open your eyes to find yourself in a long corridor. Sis, what are you doing? A small blonde girl materializes out of thin air next to you. She raises her head, looking at you with a beaming word smile. Luna? The consciousness consumed and rebuilt by the Red Tide are not conscious beings themselves. Those are only bait used by Red Tide. Which is why they take the appearance and form that most effective and related subjects. I see. Walking further onwards, the Luna, quote unquote, behind dissipates a fog and a new Luna appears in front of you. Sister, look at what I found. It's canned meat. It's still edible. Did I do good? Don't respond. Okay. Sister, it's snowing outside. Let's go build a snowman together. Sister, achoo! It's kinda cold. Sister, your hand is so warm. Let's hold hands. Myriad of Luna figures fade in and out around you. Innocent, cheerful, frisky. They must have been the happiest memories of Luna's mind. You know deep down that those are illusions created by the Red Tide. We try our best to ignore those shades and move forward. Whoa, I love this present. My hands are cold. Can we hold hands? Why are you ignoring me? A Luna stays behind you this time instead of fading away. She looks dejected at you. Is this because I wasn't good enough? Sorry, I'll try harder. I'll grow stronger. Don't leave me behind. I get why people are lured by the Red Tide now. Yeah, it's very convincing, I'll say. Didn't you say you would change everything for me? Focus. You reach the end of the corridor and find yourself surrounded by complete darkness and only a pitch black corridor that can be seen. You open the door. Creak. Warm light spins at your door crack. You find a simple yet somewhat warm children's room. That's Luna's room in her childhood? I guess, so what? Nothing. You walk around and see Luna sleeping on the bed. I think this is a good time I make it clear what's happening, because Asimofu did not explain it properly. Basically, after the events of Chapter 13, Luna's connection with Commandant did not fade away. As it should have been, basically. He stayed somewhat connected to her afterwards, which caused the whole diving into her mind while he was asleep, basically. He knows everything that happened, but no one else but him and Luna remembers this, for obvious reasons. Like, regardless of Luna's location, that connection still happened, and them diving into the mind together still happened. That's basically the gist of it. Like, I hope I'm being very clear. So basically, in long story short, Chapter 13 happened. Luna goes missing. Commandant is still somewhat linked to her. He goes to sleep after all the shit that happens to him. Suddenly finds himself in that mind space, gets out, and then wakes up to what's currently happening right now. Asimov finding some of Luna's data in the Red Tide and making this thing. And making a device to see her memory data. It's a device that reads memory data in Red Tide, and despite Luna being missing, some of her memories are in the Red Tide, and they are now looking at it. It's complicated, but it's simpler than it sounds. I hope I'm being clear. You walk inside and see Luna sleeping on the bed. But it's not the Luna shade that you have been seeing. This is the grown-up Luna, the Ascendant. Somehow the word safe springs into your mind when you see her hair sprawled and her cheeks on the bed. Your heart rate is rising. What is the matter? He's smitten, Asimofu. He is smitten by the woman. What can you do to him? Do you remember when you told me about the self-defense mechanism of the mind? You mean the Drowner effect? What's wrong? Drowner effect? Something from earlier age, when construct tech wasn't that mature. If a commandant's mind with a construct isn't stable enough, or if they aren't compatible, the mind will try to get rid of the intruder. Is this why the remote link was disconnected? Discontinued. That's part of the reason. But mostly it's because of the remote link back when we caused the inseparable physiological damage on the commandant. But that's nothing to worry about now. The compatibility of what our modern constructs blows early of the models out of the water. You can be rest assured that the Drowner effect won't happen. After all, if this happens even once, we'll lose previous commandant's personnel. We don't have many to spare. Yay for science. Why are you asking this all of a sudden? Just remember something. Two drowned constructs remember anything. In their mind, theoretically they should. But it's been ages since I have done research on the topic. Do you have any ideas you want to share? Aha. In case you don't remember, Commandant said twice that she's most likely not gonna remember what happened. But here you go. Asimov basically is saying she does. She does in fact remember everything that happened. And she will. Nah, not really. Asimov snorts out of the channel and falls silent. You carefully scan the room. Such a warm and quiet room, that is. This is the deepest, safest place in Luna's mind. She spends her childhood here with Lucia. This must be the memories she treasures the most. So, any findings? Nothing really. This is what Lucia said as well. Said that those memories should be Luna's. What was it again? Most precious moments? Well done, let's get out of here. So Lucia used this device that you just gave me to see through Luna's memories through the red tide. And she just saw exactly what I'm seeing right now and nothing else. Gotcha. Lee and Liv have to help you out of Asimov's lab if you decided to leave on your own. The sight that you saw through the shades and the experiences in Luna's mind seem to have strangely matched up. In the red tide projections, you clearly saw it. A reddish night light next to her on the bed. You would never forget the shape of it. Oh, so in the device that sees red tide memories, he saw the night light he gave her in that room. Damn. What happened deep in her mind was not just a mere dream. It might have not been pointless. Yeah, it wasn't. She's not the only one remembering it. Even the fucking red tide of all things remembers it. Maybe everything is going differently than the way you thought it would. Maybe some things really are changing. Pausing at the bridge, you seize an old friend, the pale blue planet, rotating silently in a vast expanse of space. And this half-broken planet is where the snow-like construct, where she came from. Is she still there? Perhaps. If we meet again, I'll ask her myself. Whew. That was an interlude of all time. Before I start talking, I will check something real quick. I'll keep my persona here. Okay, we're good. I just wanted to see if we're still... if I wasn't streaming to the ether. Alright. That was unfair. So unfair. Ah, I see. So you liked it, and you're so annoyed that it's not part of the main story. I'm seeing what's happening here. That's my reaction exactly.
If you focused last stream when I showed up Luna Laurel, you would have seen that she was Bond 1. It is only today that I made her Bond 8 and read this story. Because up until recently... Yeah. Because up until recently, I didn't have Luna Laurel. Like, this is like... I got her, if I remember correctly, like... couple of months ago. I think one patch before the synchronization ended. I got her on a blue banner when I was rolling it randomly. I seen this story by watching it on a video online. I watched like the entirety of the affection story online. Majority of the old ones, like the old ones are like so short, like they are 10 minutes long. Like the first Lucia's interlude, like Lucia Lotus and such. Like it is 10 minutes long. Like it's a very fast watch. And I was watching them, and I watched this one, and I was at shock and horror and how importantly this story is to not just Luna's development, but to the story as a whole. Like they did not do this shit just sorry, let me show. They did not do the fact that she has 8 nodes in her affection story, and that you need to be at Bond 8, just willy-nilly. They did it on purpose, because it's actually important to canon. Like, it is now fully canon that Luna loves Commandant. Like, that is a very important thing to know. And also knowing that the reason she trusts him, and she would trust him in the future, is because of the events that unfolded here. Because if something happens in the future between Luna and Commandant, and you'll be like, why do they trust each other so well? Why does Commandant care about her and she cares about him that much in an event or something? You see that and you'll be like, how did that happen? It happened because of this. And we just got confirmed by Asimofu that she does in fact remember. Like, this was not just a pass away mind dream that she won't remember, she does. And as well, Commandant remembers it as well. You're defending PGR so hard for my hot takes in the future, sheesh. Well, I'm not defending it right now, am I? I am as pissed off as everyone else when it comes to the fact that this story is not part of canon. Like, it pisses me off so much that there are so many people who played all the way through the story after chapter 13 to chapter 19 and chapter 30 once we get to it, and they have not seen this particular affection story, either because they don't have Luna Laurel, or either because they have her but they didn't make her Bond 8, so they couldn't see it. As I said, they are getting better. A lot of affection stories are now like part of canon. Not part of canon, sorry. A lot of fiction stories are like fully complete and voice acted, and anybody can access the new ones. But they have to go back to the old ones and unlock them, because this is just unfair. Like, this is stupid. But then again, they are giving me work, to be fair. Streaming these has been nice, so I'll give them only this. You literally prepared me for future Commandant and Luna interactions. I don't have anyone's... I don't have anyone's max bond. You know what HR3 gives for full bonds? Funny battlesuit descriptions? Damn. I mean, in HR3, it's fully bonds with who? Like, there is no main MC there, so it makes sense that that's what they give you for it. Nothing this missing? Yeah, exactly. I'm not defending them. Because here's the thing, this is not just to prepare you, Alex, but this is also because I like doing it. I do like these affection stories a lot, and I do like to read them. And it also helps that I have shitty internet and shitty software, and there isn't that much I can do. So, might as well make the best out of it, you know? So I'm hitting two birds with one stone, basically. Also, I am biased on one thing, which is the fact that I do love this affection story a lot. Like, this is like one of my top favorite affection stories of all time.
They had the whole separate universe with Captain and AMC. Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah. And it ends there. Never played it. Captain Asia 3 is a non-canon in my head.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he isn't. Yeah, I have seen HI3. I know the whole Captain thing. It's not canon. Like, it's not even close to canon.
Yeah, pretty good story.
And the affection story, I mean. Yeah, it's one of the best ones. It's not just... It lives up to the name of being an affection story, while also giving us everything else. From Luna's development, and how she's opened up to Commandant. And how Commandant is actually being a... Instead of just being, oh my god, I'm a rover, I will charm you with just few words and how badass I am. To actually just being a normal good person to her. Like, that's all she needs. A good ass normal person that tells her that they will just be with her when the times goes rough. Like, that's all she needed, and he did exactly that. He didn't tell her, I will save you from this, everything will be okay, past can be rewritten or anything. He literally told her the most realistic things possible and made them happen. It is hard to it is hard to put my words into my thoughts into words.
Sad that how side content are better than the main
Chapters. To be fair, the chapters you have read were all like, the chapters that soured your opinion are all very mid, in my opinion as well. So yeah, you have like chapter 14, which I genuinely think it's bad. The chapter with Chrome, that is. Like, I genuinely think that chapter is bad. And I did tell you it was bad before you started it. You have chapter 15 with Vera, which had like the cool boss moment at the very end. But that's kind of it. And then we had chapter 16 with just a prologue to 17. Like, that chapter is just a prologue for chapter 17. It's nothing else. And chapter 17, which was good. Just good. So yeah, it makes sense.
Too many mid chapters. Crazy how PGR fans love this game. Actually carried by the gameplay.
Yeah, it's understandable. Like, this game is so good in everything else that couple of bad chapters is something people don't mind. This game still has the best gacha mechanic any gacha has. You're guaranteed to get every single character you want on and everything. This game still has the best gameplay of all gacha games. Like, there's not a single gacha game with a better gameplay than it. This game still has the best devs to players connection, and the fact that they, matter of fact, listen to every survey that's given to them. If you wrote something in a survey, they will 100% listen every time. I know that from experience. Because they listen to stuff I put in a survey that is very specific. And I'm pretty sure I was the only one who written it. And that happened to many people as well. So there's that. On top of all the side content in this game. Like, this game has a shit ton of side content that could make anyone occupied for days. It's a damn good game and everything else. So when they do bad story in a couple of chapters, people are just willing to let it pass. And instead, when a very good chapter drops or a very good story drops, they start glazing the living out of it. Which I'm fine with. Of course, I'll still trash them whenever they bring up bad chapters. We still haven't reached the actual horrible chapters, by the way. Like, there are chapters that are straight up horrible. Like the middle portion of ER's 02. Or the entirety of ER 04. Like, that chapter is just horrendous. So, that'll be something. Kudos for making the story canvas. Yeah, that was one of the best things they ever did, was the fact that they made a story canvas. I wish they add the event stories to it, so at the least we can be done with that. Because I do think those deserve to be in there as well. They're funny and wholesome, and it's just like Commandant and the other constructs just having a time with each other. And some constructs just interacting with each other that you don't see interacting with other people a lot. They're nice. They stopped doing those events after... I don't know. I think after Polaris Bond, they kind of stopped doing them. And I kind of wish they kept doing them. Now, majority of event stories are in the Codex, alongside the Valentine stories and such, which are still good. I like reading them whenever they appear. That might be what I will stream next. I'll stream those event stories that are in the Codex that you don't see in the actual main story. I might stream those. That is something to do. I'll see if there's any one of them that deserve a stream, and I'll do that. In any case, that was Luna Laurel's affection story. One of my top faves, if not the top fave. Next time, we will do... Drumroll, please. Our boy Roland, back at it again. We'll be doing Roland, my boy. So, that is something to be excited about. As if it will be tomorrow or a day after, who knows? Yo, yeah! Roland, let's go! His affection story is very unique, so I'm very excited to read it. I must, you know, figure out what voice I'll give Roland. I can't just give him, like, yandere male voice. Like, that doesn't fit him. I need to give him, like, something, something with, like, snaz. Something with, like, theater. Maybe something like this. I'll train and see if there's something I can give him. Mr. Alman actor himself, yes. This will be quite the scene. In any case, this was a fun stream. Aside from the one internet hiccup that happened in the middle of it, but, well, man, this time I was somewhat prepared, so that was done with. Give him the Brad Pitt voice. How the hell I'm gonna do a Brad Pitt voice? I'm not a jukebox. How in the living hell I'm gonna do that? But you have a point, yeah. He does deserve a Brad Pitt voice. I'll see what I can do. We're getting less and less internet hiccups, yeah. I found the perfect settings for the stream. So the OBS itself is no longer an issue. OBS is fine. It is... And the internet is also fine, to a large extent. except on a specific hour of the day. It just decides to just shit the bed for some reason. And as well as the capture software is also alright. So basically it's just a very specific hiccup. Aside from that, we're good. How long have I been streaming this? Let me see. 2.5 hours. Man. Around the same time as Haikma's affection story. I thought this was gonna be shorter, but then I remembered that it was 8 nodes. Anyway, I didn't mind. It was a fun story. I loved it. In any case, next time will be Roland's. Until then, I have nothing else left to say. Thank anyone who's seen or will see this stream. Thank you, Valix, for watching. This was very fun. And now, to everyone, stay safe, watch your hands, feet, face, eat, sleep, and do healthy, unless it's garlic bread, in which case embrace your garlic bread heritage. Haikma had a lot of internet hiccups and that dragged the time. And remember that Luna is a robot. He will not stop. I'm telling you. The art of the clank is strong with that one. And yeah, you're right about the dragging of that stream. At least it was manageable and the cuts didn't happen in like big parts. So I'm glad about that. In any case, we are done. Thanks everyone for watching and good night, everyone. Bye bye.